Welcome to Poker Market, making poker more efficient.
Hey guys, this is tribuncaesar again, and this is the second part of Crushing Nolan Heads Up, a session review. If you have not seen the first part, I advise you to go ahead and do that first, because we're going to pick up right where we left off last time. Of course, you could also just watch this video, it will still be helpful, I guess, but well, it's the second part, so I advise you to watch the first one first. Getting right into the video here, we left off last time after the a7 hand, and our opponent rebite, and we go ahead and continue. Jack 6 off is a defense. Well, I should have called here, and I don't really like folding too much. If you think it's not good enough to call, you might as well 3-bet. Just in general, without really taking consideration how we want to adapt against this specific opponent, because I think he min-raised folded a lot and 3x probably was a little bit stronger, but yeah, but still Jack 6 off would be a defend for me. 7-5 off, folding to 3-bet is fine, standard. Not much to talk about that hand. Here with the ace king, for sure we're gonna play. We're gonna 3-bet. 3-bet 3x. He also made it 3x, so that lets me think he might be a little bit stronger than usual, but well, looks like he isn't. Or in general, he's just folding way too much. You can see that for now he's folding to 3-bet 80%. You can see that here on his HUD. It's the third value in the second row. And I just paused the video. And so that he's really he's folding way too much to 3-bets. Therefore, we can just exploit that heavily. Here we see bet. I think that's fine. He's folding 40% so far to c-bets. It's not the most perfect board, but we have at least a little bit of blocking potential here for hands like 9-10 or 8-10 and such. And therefore, I think it's alright to do c-bet here. Of course, again, if you get raised, there's nothing else to do than just folding. King off his passive defend. Board is not too good for our hand, but we do have some backdoors at least. I could consider this one as a hand we want to continue with, but in general, I think folding is fine too. Yeah, a6 suited. Obviously, we want to call the 3-bet, pretty standard. He's c-betting 75% so far as a 3-better, and in general, he's c-betting 91%. And but I still think we cannot continue on this board other than bluff raising, but I think we have better hands than this one to do that. So if we take too many hands in our bluff raising range on the flop, we would be exploitable because we over raise in this spot. Of course, if our opponent is still folding a lot, then that doesn't really matter. I would 3-bet this one. Yes, I did that. It's barely not strong enough to call, and it's definitely strong enough to. Well, it's not. For that reason, it is good enough to 3-bet. Like, you want to construct your 3-betting range. In heads up in general, you want to have some low cards that hit low boards too. Of course, you want to 3-bet somewhat linear too, like hands that you could and should 3-bet that are not really always strong enough to do so, would be like Queen Jack, King Jack and stuff, and you still Jack 10 for that matter, Jack 10 suited especially. Those are hands that you might want to take in your 3-betting range, but not always. Like, you want to split a little bit. You want to have them sometimes in your calling range so that you can hit certain boards. And the same is true for low cards like this 5-4. So 5-4 suited, for example, would be good enough for me to call in general. I might 3-bet it sometimes, but to very small percentage. And 4-5 off-suited is very often not strong enough to call, and therefore it's one of the first hands I want to 3-bet with, and therefore also hit the low card boards. Really, you can go either way. You can go by polarized 3-betting or linear 3-betting, or even mix this up. Like, really, it will depend on what kind of opponent you're playing. The 4-5 here, I decided to check fold the flop, which I totally agree with.